You got to check out this cool little tool that Festo started manufacturing in the early 1930s. On a lot of the German houses, they had these window shutters with the angled slats on here. And so they wanted to invent a machine that could mass produce these slots in a predictable manner at a predictable depth. So what you have is a big motor right here that would spin a router bit. And pretty much everything was controlled using this lever right here. If you push forward, it rotates down against this lever right here, which picks up the hold down clamp so you can move the board around and put it in place. And then when you let it down, it comes down and holds the board. And then when you pull back, you can see it moves the whole motor and bit all the way into the wood, all the way up to the max depth of the cut. And then it starts to rotate and cut downward on the angle of that slot. And then you can push forward, move the board to your next slot, let it clamp back down, and then pull and plunge in, and then cut that next slot on the angle. And it's a pretty cool mechanism that makes it do the two different cut motions. When you pull back, that brings the motor in, and then the bottom side of the lever right here comes in contact with this, and starts to make it so that it pulls the motor down on the angle right here. And the lever on the bottom here, right here, has a bearing, and then it can roll along down that as it makes this whole thing travel down this different angle. And what makes it move back and forth right here on this cylinder, it's cut out, and so when you start to rotate it, it will push against the motor and push the motor forward. And then if you wanted to change the angle of the slot, you can come back here and loosen this off and change the angle of the whole motor, and then that way get different angles on your slots.